got that time in your day. Hello, my 21-day challenge crew. Today is day 2. We're gonna work above the belt, below the belt, otherwise known as upper body, lower body. So we're gonna vacillate between the two groups. You need 2 sets of weights. Go light, go heavy, do whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. Watch your form, watch your posture. If you need to take breaks, please do. Day 2, stick with me. Guys, we're gonna start off with a basic bicep curl. If you look back on my videos, I showed you how to get your proper form a couple days ago. You wanna keep those elbows in front of your body. You're taking it up to 90 degrees. I'm using 12-pound weights because trainer gotta train. If you wanna go harder or lighter, please do. We're gonna move it into a hammer curl. You're gonna bring those arms up and down like you are hammering. Try to keep those elbows in front of your body, and you're gonna take it up to 90 degrees, back down again. A little bit of tricep squeeze in the back, but really try to work those biceps on that up. You have 12 counts each, sticking with the heavier weights. Then we're gonna move it into a single arm bicep curl up. Really try to control. Now you're gonna bring that weight all the way up to the shoulder. You have 12 of these. To the lower body, we're gonna bring it into squats. Again, check out the video with the positioning. You wanna make sure those knees are above your ankles and your hips are back. I prefer to keep my hips back, working my glutes. Now we're gonna bring it into a little bit of upper body with the lower body, engaging once again those hammer curls. We're gonna kick it back into a little bit of a tricep extension. Our next exercise is a standing concentration curl. You want to isolate those shoulders out, arms are straight, pulling that arm in and up towards your chest. Palm is up toward the ceiling. This is for your biceps. Still working the 12-pound weights, 8-pound weights, 5-pound weights, whatever you're comfortable with. Engage that tricep, a little bit of tricep on the back. Now we're gonna go 8 counts on one arm. Eight counts on the other arm. Time for the lower body again. We're gonna take it a little bit wider for the squat. No arms, keeping those arms and weights right by your side. Get those hips way back, and when you come up, this is vital, listen, squeeze your inner thigh to your outer thigh, all the way up to your tush. Now we're gonna engage the arms and the legs, a little bit of that concentration curl with the arms in to a little bit of tricep extension out. Good job, guys. To the triceps, I'm working 12-pound weights here. You're hinged at the hips, engaging that core and really pressing it back and through, squeezing the backs of your arms, your triceps. Now we're gonna bring it to the front, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of a view from here so that you can see that you're kicking it straight back. Single arms, one at a time. To an overhead tricep extension. Again, you really want to try to keep those elbows forward. To the lunge. This is one of those exercises you really have to be very careful with your form, watching those knees, taking the energy off of that knee. The front knee is above the ankle best you can, 90 degrees with both knees. I like to lean back and really squeeze my glute up off of the back of my thigh.
Then we're gonna take it into a switch lunge. Engage and get that leg back. The arms are down by the sides. Use those weights to bring you down, push you back up into position 1. Now we're gonna go into a row and a kick back. Good. Extend it back. We're bending over forward more, and you have lighter weights on this one. What you're trying to do is get those elbows up and really tighten the back of the arm. Then we're gonna bring it into a double weight overhead tricep extension. Not necessary. You can put one weight on the ground and extend it up. If you need to pause the video, you have 12 reps here. Make sure when you guys are done with that, you bring the weights over the head and forward. To the legs now, we've got a front lunge. You're gonna press it forward, switch legs. You wanna push off of that front leg to bring the legs back together to that front position. Again, watching that front knee, don't let it go over the ankle. Use the core, push back and switch. To the upper body, we're gonna go into a lateral raise, keeping those elbows bent. Squeeze on the concentric part and the eccentric part. Concentric is the squeeze up, eccentric is fighting gravity. Upward row, pull the arms up and push down. To the shoulder press. You want to make sure that you're pushing those arms overhead, tapping the weights together at the top. Fighting eccentrically is the down, bringing those arms into 90-degree angles, or what I call goalpost position. To the pec deck, trying hard to bring those elbows in and squeeze. To the anterior delt, reaching that arm straight out in front of you, eccentric portion working through the axillary muscle at the armpit and the upper back towards your sports bra, your back, your whatever you feel in the back part of yourself. This is the rear delt. You're opening the arms and reaching out. Now we're going through a plie squat. You want to extend those arms forward, straight only to the shoulder. We're going to start with our heels down. The next 12, we're going to lift the heels up and keep them up. The last 12, we're going to start with the heels down and then reach up and through the heel. So really squeeze the inner thigh. Then we're going to pulse it down. Try to get as low as you can, getting to 90 degrees, and squeeze on the up, the adductor muscle, the inner thigh. Squeeze that muscle all the way up. Then we're gonna take it down and through, pressing the heel down and coming up off of that heel. Squeeze those quads as hard as you can. Now we're going to utilize the back. I've got the lower weights on this, and you want to take those arms out to the sides and squeeze your upper back. We've got the rhomboids, a little bit of the traps engaged here. Reach up and through rear delts, firing for sure, anywhere between 8, 10, and 12. Then we're going to take it to an upward row. We're going to pull those arms back, squeezing the shoulders again, same muscle groups. To now some legs and some rows. So we're going into the deadlift. Get those hips back, engage the core, and pull those arms directly to your sides with your elbows bent. Now we're gonna go into a chest press and a butt lift. I've got the 12-pound weights here. You're gonna drop the hips, lift up and squeeze. Your feet are a little bit wider than your hips, and you wanna squeeze those knees at the top of the lift. Make sure those elbows are coming down to your sides. Now we're gonna take it into a butt lift with one leg up. Drop those hips and lift that leg straight up into the air. Switching legs. That's 12. Then we're gonna take that weight and we're gonna do what's called a skull crusher. You're bending your elbows at 90 degrees and extending those arms up toward the ceiling, engaging the core and the glutes by lifting your hips and squeezing your knees together. Now we're gonna hold at the top and pulse those knees together for 12. Now we're moving into a push-up, and we're also gonna utilize the glutes in this one too. We're gonna be moving it back after 10 or 12. Again, if you can only do one good push-up, that's it. I'd rather have you do one good one than 100 bad ones. We're gonna take that weight behind our hamstring and our calf, otherwise known as our knee pit. We're gonna lift it up and we're gonna squeeze that glute, press the hips up and squeeze hard, flex that foot, get that knee up to parallel or just where you're feeling that you're engaging that glute. Up for 12. Then we're gonna take it out for the hydrant for 12. We're gonna take it back now again to push-ups. Open those arms up, engage the core, drop your hips. If you need a minute to stretch, go ahead and sit back into child's pose. Pause the video. We're up for 12. Other leg. And out to the hydrant. Stretch back if you need just a minute. We're gonna be moving back into push-ups. Almost there, guys, hang in there. Now we're gonna go into a crunch. I want you to arch your back and you're on your toes. You can really only come up 1 to 2 inches. Hold it and focus on the upper rectus abdominis. Eyes are up to the ceiling, cradle the head. Then we're gonna lift our legs down and up. This is a throw down. Be very careful of your back. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead and bend those knees. Now we're gonna bring it up to the upper rectus abdominis, still working upper body, lower body, but your feet are off of the ground now. You wanna do 12 crunches. To reverse curl with a crunch. So you can come in now. If you need to lay your head down and put your hands underneath your low back, go ahead and do so. Then we're gonna take it into a bent knee, side to side crunch, almost like a bicycle kick, but you're just not moving those legs. Focus on that upper rectus abdominis. to a split leg deadlift. This is a little more advanced because you're raising your head off of the ground without support for your neck. So if you want to put your head back down, please do so.
Good work, team. You successfully completed day 2. If you would like more, you can do day 1 in addition to day 2. So you go back to day 1 and do day 2 if you want 2 workouts. Get ready for day 3. That's it. Be fit.